Yes guys, welcome. The exact 7 steps you need to go from average to savage. That is a savage physique, savage performance and a savage mindset. I'm going to outline very clearly and very simply, so simply in fact, that you're going to feel like an idiot for not having this locked in now. Because it is literally at your fingertips solving this problem out, right? When you invest so much time and energy and focus into your fitness journey and trying to be better, but you're not rewarded appropriately for your efforts, it's one of the most fucking frustrating things ever. Now, this is the position that I was in 2021, 2022. I had just become a personal trainer, just qualified, started working face to face, and I thought I was absolutely locked in. I thought I was completely dialed in. But I was looking at other people, other coaches, even some clients, and I was looking at the rate of progress that they were making. I was thinking, why am I not quite moving at the pace they are? What am I missing here? Like, I'm training a lot. I was doing a preparation for an Ironman 70.3. That was the first big event that I did. I was doing everything that I should have been doing or that I was aware of, and yet other people, even some clients, were making faster progress than I was. Now looking back in 2025, and I've evolved my philosophy so much, like my coaching philosophy, and I understand far better now what goes into it. I look back at that period of time that I'm referencing where I thought I was locked in and I thought I was dialed in, and I realised that I was fucking miles off it. Absolutely miles off it, because I had a very two-dimensional view. And unfortunately, this is what most of the coaching industry is now. It's very two-dimensional. It's a training program and it's a nutrition plan, and they don't think about anything else. All they think about is getting a result out of someone so they can post it on their Instagram and get more clients. There's nothing deeper than that. For the majority of coaches online, that's all it is. And the problem with that is you place focus and you place importance only on the training program and only on the nutrition plan, and it becomes a game of calories. That's it. That's how most coaches operate. That gets you fucking nowhere, gets you absolutely nowhere. You will never get a life-changing result when that is all you think about. This is the only way to rectify it. Okay, this is a blueprint that fucking works with every single client that I've coached, that I've got active right now. It wouldn't work with anyone. Is that what I meant to say? It wouldn't work with no one. Is that what I think? That's what I was meaning to say. It will work with fucking everyone is the easier way to say it, or the way that makes more sense. It is a blueprint that is the foundations, or considers the foundations of what being a fucking human means. It's very fucking simple. It really is simple. You're gonna see how fucking basic this is, but it's just done with the right intention. Thinking deeper is absolutely essential. Absolutely essential. You must become aware of this. You must begin to lead your life closer to this direction from where you currently are right now. Rather than a 2D approach, you need like a fucking 4D approach. You need to understand all of the different layers. You have to live this way. You must live this way. This is the answer to all of the fucking problems going on in your life. And I mean that, because this is the foundation. You are the foundation. Your health is number one. Physical health, mental health. No other area of your life will ever flourish and get to its maximum potential when you're not the best version of self. It's as simple as that. You know, I post transformation pictures. I show you what my clients are doing. But the conversations we're having, you know, it's not just about that. We're talking about life. We're talking about what these people want from life. This is how you change it. You know, if you're just focused on climbing the corporate ladder, building your business, and you hide behind that as an excuse for not putting enough time into your fitness journey or your health on the most basic level, that's an excuse. If you really cared about it as much as you're telling yourself you do, or you're telling other people you do, you'd prioritize yourself, because you're always going to get more out of it. Always. Health is number one. There is no second, third or fourth place. Nothing else comes remotely close. If you take health away, you have nothing else. So health is the master card in the house of cards. When that goes, everything goes. There's a strange thing that happens in the fitness community or society where it occupies so much mental real estate. What I mean by that is so many people are concerned with fitness now, thinking about training, thinking about nutrition. They have a routine, they have a set of habits, they try and absorb information, follow educational people on social media, they try and absorb information from podcasts, as they should, okay, as you should be doing. It occupies so much time and focus in the mind, and yet the same people settle for the incredibly slow path that they're on. Now, if you were someone that just cared a little bit, you just want to get in a little bit better shape, maybe you're not aware of the real impact that this can have, and you've got a very low investment, it doesn't take up a lot of mental real estate, right? Not like it does for the people I've just described. That would make more sense to me. Someone like that that isn't really bought in accepting slow and accepting mediocre. But these people that think about it in everything that they do, and they follow a lot of inspirational people on social media in the fitness world and the sort of motivational realm, but then just settle for this same slow, mediocre path. It makes no sense. There's a complete disconnect. They're not willing to change any of the inputs to bring the outcome to them quicker, but it takes up so much space in the head. That doesn't make sense. Like, your mind's telling you want this. You want this like badly because you're thinking about it. Everything you do, you're conscious of the food you consume. I'm not saying your nutrition is great. I'm not saying your training is great. I'm just saying, you think about it, you consider at all times in the day how certain things impact the journey you're on. It dictates a lot of decisions that you make, but then you don't do anything to change it, or these people don't do anything to change it. It's completely backwards. That's like going into a restaurant and saying to the waiter, "I'll have a fillet steak, please, mate, but don't bring it out. I just want it in my stomach. I don't want to eat it." He's going to look at you and he's going to go, "What the fuck are you talking about? Do you want it or not?" "Yeah, I want the steak. I don't want to eat it. I just want it in my stomach. That's all I've been thinking about is steak today, but I don't want to eat it. He's going to go, "What the fuck are you talking about, mate? Do you want me to bring it out or not?" Exactly the same with this. It's like you put so much focus on the end result and then do nothing to move closer to the end result. Complete disconnect. You already eat, you already train, you already have a routine, you already follow a set of habits. How effective those are is in question, right? But you already do the basic, the bare minimum. So all you have to do is tweak these areas and you're fucking there. And the problem is, this is the path, okay? This is the path that you should be on, where everything is completely aligned, and it's the straightest point from A to B, from where you are now to where you're trying to go. The path you're on runs parallel, but the path you're on is also 2 or 3 degrees this way. And the problem with that is, as that goes up and go further in time, you stray further away, even when you're just off course. So you have to get aligned. I've put a link in the description to this video to my direct WhatsApp. If you send me a message saying 7 steps, which I'm about to come on to now, we can go over these in detail, specifically for you. No fucking 60-minute fucking Zoom call that most coaches do, which is all fucking bullshit. We'll literally just message each other, voice notes, and we'll get you set up with these 7 steps and get you fucking moving forward with momentum. So the link is in the description. Send me a message, 7 steps, and we'll chat about it. The 7 steps are in 2 phases. Phase 1, 4 steps. Phase 1 is called raise the bar. Mediocre creates mediocre. So mediocre habits, mediocre routine, mediocre mindset is never going to achieve a great outcome. That's what a lot of people think, right? Or maybe they're not aware of it. They've got a very fucking shit routine. They barely get to fucking sleep on time at the same time every night. The nutrition's wank. Training's a fucking guess. They turn up and they just make it up every fucking week, or they copy the favourite influencer. But yet they expect like an elite result. Never, ever, ever going to happen. So we raise the bar. Nutrition. Fueling for performance, optimizing macros, good quality fuel sources, Simple as that. It's foundational. It fuels everything. It fuels everything outside of the gym as well. Work performance. How much energy you have to be social, see your friends, see your family. Nutrition is key. Training. Getting you on a plan that is bespoke and completely aligned with what you are trying to achieve. Not copying other people or getting your mate to send the old split that he had when he had a coach 6 months ago. It's never going to fucking work. Everything has to be intentional. Everything has to be specific. Then we look at habits. The FP7 Daily Momentum Blueprint. A set of 7 habits, not to be confused with the 7 steps I'm talking about now. 7 daily habits to build unstoppable momentum on a daily basis. This is one of my favorite things to hear back from clients. When I get them to implement this, new clients, the impact this has is instantaneous. You could fucking implement this for one day and you would feel so much more clarity and like you've achieved so much more in the day. These habits: early wake up, early enough to buy you time. You don't have to get up when I get up. You don't have to get up at fucking 4, don't worry. Early enough to buy you time in the morning so you're not rushing about. Then you can do your AM alignment, which is number 2. Taking some time before the chaos of the day starts, before you get sucked into the phone and emails, WhatsApp, social media, people fucking texting you, ringing you. Before all that starts, align with the mission, think about the goal, think about what you need to do today. From a fitness perspective, to get towards your goal, remind yourself, okay, what training am I doing at the gym? What's my expenditure? I need to hit my macros, my nutrition, and I need to fucking hit these habits. What do you need to do professionally? Did someone ask for something sending over at work? Did someone organise a meeting with you? Right, okay, yeah, that's what's going on today. Just remind yourself, okay, yeah, if I can just do that every single day, every day will flow. If you can do that 7 days a week, every week flows. If you do that 4 weeks in a month, every month flows. That's how you make consistent progress. 5 litres of water, stay hydrated, 10,000 steps or 30 minutes of cardio, 30 minutes of education, book, audio book, podcast, YouTube video, doesn't matter. Absorb information. Everyone has the fucking time. If you don't believe me, go on the screen time on your phone and be embarrassed about how much time you spend on social media. Vice control. Control vices. Absolutely fucking key. People don't realise how damaging vices become in their life. And just like habits, good habits, there's value in the thing, but there's value from doing the thing and practicing the thing. Vices are kind of the opposite. There's danger in the thing. It only has a negative impact on you, the thing. Scrolling on social media, pornography, masturbating, vaping. But worse than that, this is the real danger with vices. You lose trust in self. You lose trust in your own word. When you regularly partake in a vice, you break the bond and the trust in yourself. And you do this every day on a micro level to the point where you don't even realise it's happening. It's just part of you, part of modern day life. When you come to then something bigger, right, I'm out of shape, I need to fucking sort this out. I need to go for that promotion at work. You're never going to do that. You can't even keep a fucking simple promise to yourself. All of this success that we talk about is built internally before it becomes external. You've got to be fucking on point. And you can do it very easily. I'm making you aware now. It's up to you to put these into practice. So vice control, number 6. And then number 7 is reflection on an evening, journaling, reflect on the day. The 4th step in phase 1 is awareness. So mindset, awareness, specifically awareness. Awareness comes from reflection and it comes from being present and alignment in the morning. The answers are all there in front of you. The problem is modern day life keeps you in autopilot mode and you don't even realize it. You just fucking, you're pulled through the day. You know, you're pulled through the day. You don't really, there's not much consciousness going on in your actions and in your thoughts. The day pulls you along. You're on autopilot. Like, you know, you don't really think. You think, but you don't. Once you start to think, once you become aware and you become more present and you reflect more regularly, now you will realize, fucking hell, I wasn't aware at all. At all. Awareness is key. It feeds into everything else. When I look at vice control, right, I've never had more control of my vices than I have in the last 3 months of my life. I'm so on point. I'm so fucking locked in right now. And it just gives me that extra step, that extra edge to confidence as I operate through the day, because I know I'm controlling my vices and I'm keeping my word to myself. I recognised within the last week, 5 p.m, I'm very, very open and susceptible to partake in a vice around that time. Pick my phone up, scroll. Normally that's what it is, because my phone's right there on the desk. I normally keep it out of the room. Sometimes it's there. And the reason for that is because my day starts at 4. I've been up for 12 hours at that point. I've done a full day's work. I've trained once, probably twice. I am fatigued, right? I'm tired by that point. That then makes me susceptible to it. So what I do now, and it comes from the awareness to manage that. All right, 4 o'clock, I either do a very easy work task, stuff that I can just do in a comfortable environment. Maybe I can sit outside, maybe I can sit on the sofa. Make sure phones are away, other room. I won't pick that up. Or I might just say, right, okay, you're having a break. Go do 30 minutes of education. Go read a book, watch a YouTube video. I learn, but I also don't cave to vices. And that keeps me true to my word. That then elevates my momentum and I take it into the next day. That's powerful, compounded over time. Very, very powerful. That's the concept and the way you need to think about this, right? It's over time. You will find immediate impact from implementing these, but the real value is living this way and doing it over time. That's phase 1. Phase 2, never kill momentum. Perform like the top 1%. 3 steps, so 5, 6, and 7 here. Optimize for peak performance, fine-tuning nutrition and training, even more so than just a foundational level. Conscious consumption of information, being very selective with the information that you let in. Don't watch the news, don't get caught up in social media fucking articles and Lad Bible and all this bullshit. We have a limit to the amount of information that we can take in, and if we let in stuff that isn't relevant to us, the world's problems, wars going on in different countries, as sad as that is, and as much sympathy as I have for the innocent people that are living through that, and you also feel gratitude for not, being fortunate enough to not be going through that, as sad as all that is, there's nothing you can do about it. And all it does is it takes your energy, it drains your energy. Now everything that you're focusing on becomes a little bit harder, and it has more friction to it. It's harder to tick the boxes that you need to tick. So conscious consumption of information. And then personal development. This is a journey of personal development anyway, but we look specifically at the individual and attack weaknesses. It comes from the awareness, it comes from reflection, and it comes from alignment. You will realize the areas of self that you're neglecting or you're not acknowledging, right? You know what your weaknesses are, but we attack those. You've got to identify them first, but then we attack them. It's like, think about a bucket holding water with a load of holes in. And you can imagine it as the 7 steps. So we've got nutrition as one hole, training, habits, mindset, awareness, optimizing training and nutrition, conscious consumption of information, personal development, attacking weaknesses. Slowly, one by one, we're just putting a cork in each hole and we're no longer leaking energy out. That's the blueprint. That's the blueprint. People focus too much on like the fucking stupid shit that doesn't fucking matter. Mate, what supplement should I take? I'm thinking of doing like 10 grams of creatine a day instead of 5. Like I know obviously they say about the loading phase in this, but is there a certain brand of creatine that you found has a better effect? Before I answer that, mate, let me just ask you, how's your current training program going? Well, I don't really have one at the minute, right? How are you setting your macros up in your nutrition? Well, I just shoot for like 2,000 calories a day and I don't really think about the macros. There's no fucking point. There is no point in that. You've got to go down to the foundations, sort them out, align it, intention in everything, make it specific to you and where you're trying to go, and then you build on that. You will get far more progress, or you will receive far better results just from fucking sorting the first 4 out. Never mind the last 3. That's where the value lies. That's where you're going to find success. So, WhatsApp link is below. 7 steps. No fucking call. No boring shit what normal coaches do. Send me a message. And let's fucking dive into it. We'll tell you exactly how to attack the 7 steps. This is the only way to sort it out. It's a blueprint that applies to every single human on earth. If a billionaire inquired with me, I would fucking treat them exactly the same. I would say, right, mate, we're fucking sorting this out. We're putting you through the blueprint. If I took a, semi-professional athlete on, which I've trained multiple before, or ex-professional athletes, ex-rugby players, they've got more experience than me in life. They've been through professional sports. I would put them through the same process. It doesn't change. This is a blueprint that fucking works. This is the only way to sort it out. You want elite results, but you're acting mediocre. It's not going to work. You have to get aligned. It's misalignment, guys. You've got the handbrake on and you're pressing down fucking hard on the accelerator. The effort is there, right? The intention, the energy, the focus, the time is there. That's the accelerator. But you've got the handbrake on at the same time. You rectify these, you take the handbrake off, then all the effort you're putting in, now you're getting traction. Guys, I don't think you understand. When you have a plan that's aligned, when everything's in its right place, day fucking -1, before you even start on the program, once you see everything in its correct form and it's aligned, you'll feel it. It's different. It's different. It's not just, oh, yeah, well, I've got a plan, I'm going to try it out. Everything's fucking aligned. There's a reason behind every single little bit of the plan. Macros, food sources, meal timings, the habits, training. Each session has a different purpose, which will all be explained. Everything's intentional. And when you've got a plan like that in front of you, you feel the difference, even before you've started. I'm not talking feel as in you will feel fitter, you will feel stronger. You will, but I don't mean it in that context. I mean you will feel clearer. You'll feel like you're on the path because now you are. That example, right, where you're only here, but it's like a 1 degree, 2 degree off course, and over time it separates. Now you're just fucking glued to it and you are on the path. You can do this very fucking easily. You already train, you already follow a set of habits and a routine and eat. They're just not aligned. You just need to tweak them. It's all you need to do. It can all change now, but you need to take action. You need to fucking change it now. So, WhatsApp link, 7 steps. Message me. We'll sort it out. You'll come away from that conversation with more clarity than you've probably had since you started your fitness journey, just from a fucking conversation, because this is logical and it makes fucking sense and it's a blueprint that works. And that's all I've got to say for this video, guys. So I look forward to you dropping me a WhatsApp. Let's get it going, man. Let's get you on the path. No more guesswork, elite results only. Let's get it.